Hey guys, it's ANicWin, also known as Amy, and happy Monday. First of all, happy Monday. I hope you're having a lovely day. Secondly, we are back with part 4 of the Copperdale High renovation, and we're doing the entire basement because this is most likely just going to be decorative. I think it'll be usable to a point, but I honestly have no idea, none, if the actual gymnasium part is going to be usable because I had to size down the basketball hoops and I've not play tested it, and since gym isn't like a class that your Sims are going to go to, I didn't feel too bad about it being just decorative, but I felt like it was necessary to include. So you can yell at me if you would like. I am now accepting that kind of criticism. But the gyms, the locker rooms will be accessible and usable and all of that. So if your Sim is at school, I don't know if they stay behind for like cheer practice or something like that and they just need a shower. Actually, I think you have to go off lot and then go back to the school in a rabbit hole. That makes no sense to me. Anyway, if you're staying after school late for some reason and your Sim just fancies a shower, they'll be able to come down here and take one. Now, when you load in, I know there were 3 bathrooms. There was, I think the bluish teal color was for the female bathroom, the reddish orange. Can you tell? I can't tell what color they are. The reddish orange was like for the masculine bathroom, and then the white door in the middle was for both genders. I do get rid of that because I wanted to include showers and I needed this space to do so. So there's just the female and the masculine. Female and male, feminine and masculine. I don't know why I'm using different tenses of those words, but anyway, there's just the 2. I hated to do that, but I also had to do that just to bring the vision to fruition. And I'm standing by it for now. I only include 1 toilet stall because I feel like if you need to go to the bathroom, you can just go upstairs, right? Like you don't need to necessarily use that particular stall. I was going to briefly make my own stall because the ones that they give you are so freaking big, but I decided not to. I decided that was not a great idea, and then I realized that I have that space underneath the stairs and I could just back the toilet up into that a little bit, and then that would give me enough room to do what I wanted to do. Now, I was initially going to include 3 sinks here, and then I realized you have 1 toilet, why do you need 3 sinks? So I got rid of that, scaled it back, and of course outfit it. And then I include lockers. So this is genuinely a locker room. There's no place to sit. I probably could have squeezed in a bench, but I didn't feel like breaking the game, honestly, and it felt like you could, but there's 5 showers, 5 lockers, so I feel like if you're down here in the class, maybe there's 10 Sims per class. Everybody has their own locker to keep their stuff in. Maybe it's not a permanent locker, maybe it's just for the class period. I don't know how that would work, but that's what we did. So that's I think that's the female bathroom. That one's done. I did include a little motivational poster because I can remember in my high school in the gym, like in the locker room area that we had, there were 4. So there were 2 for like the men's basketball team and the women's basketball team, and then there were like 2 separate ones on the opposite side for like the gym class, because I don't think there were lockers in there. I don't really remember. There might have been, but there was like an office down in there, and there were like decorative posters and stuff like that. It was a weird locker room. It was weird. I'll call it like it is. It was strange, but I can remember seeing some of those motivational things like along the walls and stuff like that. So those were the locker rooms. We blabbed through it, and then we're going to start working on the gym here. Now, I initially didn't realize that this was poking through the walls. I could have extended it by 1, and it probably would have fit snugly, but I didn't think about that till just now. So you'll see me placing the hoops. I'm just making sure that they don't cut through or clip through upstairs. It didn't look like they did, of course, when you're in live mode. It might. I hope not. I'll play test it. If it does, I'll lower it. I'm really not sure if it's going to be functional, like I said, but I like the way that it turned out. Now, I do swap out the 2 court things for the smaller version. It just has that the rounded piece, like the free throw line and the 3-point line. It doesn't have the big arch kind of surrounding it. I do swap those out for those, and then I add a 3rd one, so it looks like there's different stations. Maybe they're pop-up stations, and they'll kind of swap those out when it's time for a different sport to learn. I'm not sure how gym is taught in other countries, but we definitely had units. So we went through like a basketball unit, and then we learned tennis, we learned track, like field and track, we learned badminton, volleyball, which was terrible for me, weightlifting. I feel like we did something else. Dodgeball may have been in there. Kickball was definitely in there. So we had different like units, and that's kind of what I'm basing this off of here. Fun fact, my favorite was the track and field. Can I run? Not really. Can I do like the little jump things? I don't even remember what they're called. Not at all. My legs are too short. I never made it over them, but it was really fun to do, and it was a solo sport, which I enjoy. I'm not really the team type, although I say that, but I played softball, I cheerleaded, and I danced. So I definitely had my fair share of team sports, but it's just not my thing. I'm more of the independent type, you know. It be what it be. I don't know what to say. But we're adding a few more decorations here. I found the scoreboard. I know that's for the football like stadium thing, but I decided it looked better than the whiteboard or chalkboard that I put up because it looked more like a scoreboard. I include a couple of trophy cases because I feel like if we're going to display those anywhere, it may as well be in the gym where sports are played. And then there's a few like posters and things that I feel like represent the student body. And that's pretty much it for the build, guys. I'm going to leave you here. As always, feel free to leave a like or a comment down below letting me know what you think. You can also subscribe if that's something that would spark joy for you. I will be posting the screenshots on Instagram if you want to hop over there and check those out. The download link will be available in a Sims file share down below for the tray files, and it will be available on the gallery as well. I will see you on Monday with my next video, and in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely rest of your week. Bye, guys.
You came out of nowhere that first time. Said you were too tired to walk the line. I said then hold up, precious. I can be a goldsmith